So I have two questions here. Again, the work with the one here to my left. I have negative 12x to the 3 minus 16x to the 5. So again, what is the greatest common factor between 12 and 16? Well, the greatest common factor between the two is a 4. Okay? Now let's look at my variables. I have x to the 3, x to the 5. Between the 3 and 5, what is the smaller number? Well, it's the 3. Now remember in class I said that if your first term is negative, your greatest common factor has to be negative. So here my first term is negative, so I'm going to have to make this a negative 4x to the cube. So now my next step is to go to my original equation. So I have negative 12x cubed minus 16x to the 5, and I have to divide each term by the greatest common factor. So I'm going to divide this guy by my greatest common factor, again, is negative 4x cubed. And I'm going to divide this guy by negative 4x cubed. So just working with the numbers, negative 12 divided by negative 4, I'm going to get a 3. And then I have an x cubed and x cubed, so no more x's here. I have a negative 16 and a negative 4, and negative and negative is going to give me a positive. 16 divided by 4, that's 4. I have an x to the 5 here and an x to the 3 here, so that's going to cross out the x to the 3 down here, and I'm going to be left with x to the 5 minus 3, x to the 2. Now lastly, we put this all together, and I'm going to have my greatest common factor outside the brackets, negative 4x to the cube. Open my brackets and add this equation in. So 3 add by 4x to the 2. And that's my answer there. Now let's look at this one here. This here is 4b cubed minus 2b squared add by b. Now looking at the numbers, there's a 4, there's a 2, and then there's technically a 1 there. So we have a 4 and a 2 and a negative and a 1. So there's no greatest common factor between these numbers. So now let's look at the variables, my b's. I have a b to the cube, b to the 2, and b to the 1. Out of all my b's, the smallest exponent is 1. So my greatest common factor is just b, or b to the 1. So next, take the original equation. 4b cubed minus 2b squared, add by b, and divided by the greatest common factor. So I'm going to divide this term by b, this term by b, and this term by b. Put my 1 there. Okay, so 4 divided by nothing is just 4. b to the 3 divided by b to the 1 is going to give me b squared. Negative 2 divided by nothing is just going to give me negative 2. b squared divided by b1 is just b. And then I have b1 divided by b1, but I can't put nothing there, so I have to hold my place value, and I'm just going to add a 1 there. Okay, so I have 4b squared minus 2b plus 1. Then let's put it all together. Greatest common factor outside the bracket, b, divide by this guy right here, 4b squared minus 2b plus by 1.